have never gone live before on YouTube, so hello. There are over 16,000 of you guys out there hanging out with us, wanting to know all about labor and delivery. What is this? What's that? So I figured I would come on here and ask you guys some questions. So let's see if anyone pops on here, if this is a waste of time. So I figured I would talk about labor contractions because one of the top things that I hear over 16 years as a labor and delivery nurse is that you guys are freaking the freak out when it comes to going into labor. Like, will I know I'm in labor? How will I know when to go to the hospital? And how am I going to cope during labor contractions? So I want to break down just a little bit of that for you guys. So number one, how will you know that you're in labor? Girl, you need to take a labor class. Ours is on sale right now this week. Go to labornursemama.com/calm. Use the code BirthQueen. You can save $100 plus get a class just for your partner, Newborn Academy, and the postpartum class, plus a bunch of other stuff. So the only way to know when to go to the labor is, or when to go to the hospital, is to know what's happening inside of you, because you are going to be confused. Is this a Braxton Hicks? Is this just a cramp? Is this a labor contraction? Labor contractions make themselves known, but it really gets in your head and you're like, is this real? I don't know. The second thing would be like, how do I know when to go to the hospital? And that's one of my specialties that we teach our mamas. Obviously, you have to recognize that you're in labor, but we wait until our contraction rolls. For a first-time mom, your contraction rule is the contractions are coming less than 4 minutes apart, each one lasting 60 to 90 seconds for 2 hours. If you do that, you're going to get to the hospital at a great time to either bust out your labor tools or to get an epidural. Okay, the last thing that I want to talk about is labor contractions. I know it gets in your head and you're like, oh my God, all the horror stories, and everyone says how horrible it is and it's awesome. But I want to encourage you that you can actually love your labor. And the reason being is labor pain is not like any other pain. Labor pain is purposeful. It has a purpose. What is it going to bring you? A baby. You've been working so hard for this baby. So instead of dreading labor pain, look at it as this incredible workout partner who's going to show up right in the nick of time. Your labor contractions bring some really amazing things with them. Number one, oxytocin, endorphins, and it's actually like you have your own natural IV narcotics flowing through your system. The oxytocin is also known as the love hormone. The love hormone because it surges your system with these lovey-dovey feelings, just like when you're having sex. I don't know if I can say that on here. Just like when you're breastfeeding your baby, just like you're feeling romantic and cuddling with your partner, your oxytocin surges. The exact same thing happens during labor. How miraculous is that? Your labor contractions also they are anticipated. You know they're coming. They're intermittent. They're going to come and they're going to go. The other thing to know about them is they're necessary. They have to happen so you can have your baby, unless you're having a C-section, which we've got you covered for that as well. So here's what I want you to hear me say. When you go into your birth with education, preparation, support, you know my big three, which is the 3 pain coping tools you need. We teach over 50 in our birth classes. You have to have movement, mindset, breathing. If you got that stuff, girl, you are going to rock your labor. You're going to love it. It will be incredible, and you will leave it feeling so accomplished, like you just rose up to your most powerful moment, and you will be so happy that you didn't wing it. If you wing your birth, if you go in without the proper education, I obviously want you to take my birth classes. They're the best ones out there. I know that for a fact. I have students in over 7 different countries. We have had over 12,000 women go through Labor Nurse Mama. mama, and we want to educate and empower you. My mission, I was a labor and delivery nurse for 16 years. 16 years, you guys. I know what I'm talking about. When you take my classes, you're going to know what I'm talking about. You'll know as much as I know. My students get to the hospital on average 6 to 8 centimeters, closer to 7 to 8 centimeters. And they're not freaking out, pulling their hair out, thinking, oh my God, I'm dying. They get there thinking, man, I really hope they admit me. And then the nurses are like, how the hell are you this far along and you're not freaking out? Because they took my class. Because my class is infused with mindset techniques. We do EFT tapping. We've got breathing techniques. And on top of all of that, I am the only birth class out there where you get access to a high-risk labor and delivery nurse, 2 doulas, and we meet with you 3 Wednesdays a month so that we can see your face, help you deal with those little fears as they rise up, help you deal with any nonsense that you might have at your prenatal visits. If you forget to ask questions, you have access to me. I'm the gal that's going to admit you in triage. I'm the one that's going to put you in the labor room. So you have me in your pocket. We also have an add-on that you guys can do, which is called our labor bat signal. It's a direct text messaging group with me and a doula from 36 weeks to 12 or 8 weeks postpartum. You honestly can't beat that, because here's the thing. Contractions are manageable if you have the big 3. Contractions can actually be not the worst thing in the whole world. I promise you. Flip what you're telling yourself. Stop telling yourself, oh my God, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to be horrible. Start telling yourself, I'm going to do what I can to control, and I'm going to rock my birth because I am a birth queen. Okay, you guys, anybody have any questions for me? Are we good to go? Let's see if I don't even know how to do this because I've never done this before. What's that button? Oh, I can do a poll. I'm looking at all the things that are so fun. Okay, you guys, have an amazing night. Tonight, 6 p.m. on YouTube, I'm going live, 6 p.m. Central, and I'm going to break down those first few hours after baby comes out. This is going to be the placenta, cutting of the cord, clamping of the cord. We're going to talk about cord blood banking. We're going to talk about getting repaired if you have to get stitches. We're going to talk about ice packs, bundle rubs, and the first trip to the bathroom. We're going to talk about what's happening with baby, what you can refuse, and we're going to talk about baby medications. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. I am no longer a YouTube live version. I have done it. All right, I was trying to make it to 10 minutes. So I see that 3 of you guys are on here. Do you have any questions for me? Any questions? You have access to a high-risk labor and delivery nurse right now. My name is Trish. You may know me as Labor Nurse Mama. If you follow me over at Instagram, we have over 400,000 followers. We've got over 600,000 followers in all the spaces. But we're trying to get more faithful to YouTube. We're trying to learn it. So I'm happy you guys are here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And if you ever have a question for me, shoot me a DM, especially on Instagram. I'm not sure how it works on here. I'll find out. I'm learning YouTube. Hello. Make sure you guys go watch our videos. And tonight I'm going live at 6 p.m. teaching a class all about the first few hours after your baby comes out. It's going to be really powerful. And then I'm going to teach you my 555 recovery guide, which is so amazing. All right. None of you guys have a question for me? Are any of you guys pregnant? Someone let me know. Hit chat and tell me how far along you are. Tell me what number baby. Tell me if you're one of my students. Tell me if you're taking Fearless Birth Experience. Let me hear. Are you pregnant with your first baby, your second baby? I have had 6 babies. Does that make you think I'm crazy? I don't know. Maybe. Hello. So we've been talking about labor contractions. One thing I want you guys to take away with you is that labor contractions last about 60 to 90 seconds. In between the waves, it's rest time. And you can deal with anything for 60 to 90 seconds. However, The peak of the contraction, that's when you need your big 3 that I teach, is only about 10 to 20 seconds. Trust me when I say you can do anything for 10 to seconds. Your body is powerful. You are incredible. You can do this. Also, come back this week. We're going to be doing some EFT tapping. I'm getting certified in tapping so that I can help you decrease anxiety and freaking out about your birth, help you during your early labor stages, and help you flip the mindset that you have about birth. Okay, have an amazing day. Happy Thursday. I'll see you tonight here on YouTube. I'm going live to teach all about the first few hours after baby comes out. Have a great day.